Hey everybody, my name is Matt Zaddy. This first song is called Brighter Days. Wherever you are, I know light is always shining in every heart. It glows, and there's more to this than we've been finding. Like as it goes to show, no matter what we're hiding from out in the dark, we know that something good lives inside you. When you feel there's nothing you can do, living leads you to dismay, and you're tempted to believe in all that you're better off this way. Nothing could be further from the truth. Believe me when I say that there will be brighter days. Whenever you are alone, dwelling in your sadness, to see our way out from here is more than just a daily hardship. It comes like a wave, it grows, it feels as though we're drowning in every thought we know, with fear level more resounding. When you feel there's nothing you can do, living leads you to dismay, and you're tempted to believe it all, you're better off this way. Nothing could be further from the truth. Believe me when I say that there will be brighter days. No one ever said it was easy for things to work out right. Know that I will always be there for you in these dark nights. No one ever said it was easy for you to find your way. No, you're not alone. Together we can face a new day. When you feel there's nothing you can do, living leads you to dismay, and you're tempted to believe in all that you are better off this way. Nothing could be further from the truth. Believe me when I say that I'll be there to help you on your way to all these brighter days. Alrighty, that song is called Brighter Days, and I am live from the bunker, and this is not what I picture when I see a bunker. It's far too pretty. Big thanks to Kev for having me on. This is great. No, I'm looking around here. There's some nice booze on this side. There's some records behind me, but I do have to say I wish those guitars were left-handed, because Kev's a lefty, and they're not left-handed guitars. We always have this thing as lefties where it's like some things we do right and some things we do left because of what's available. The world is not a leftorium. So I know Kev and I were just discussing, like, he bats, I'm assuming he writes with his left hand. He bats with his left, but he does all kinds of things right. And same thing with me, like when I play basketball, I dribble with my right hand and I lay up with my right hand, but I shoot with my left. So food for fact for fun, sure. So that first song, Brighter Days, was about some people in my life that were going through some hard times. And one of the things is when you're in a difficult situation, whether it's personal or financial or spiritual, when you're in the tough spot, it can be very difficult to believe you can ever get out of it. And that's when it is most important to remember that things can get better, and there are people in your life that care about you. So the next song that I'm going to play for you guys is about the fact that I have incredible tunnel vision, which is a nice way of saying that when I'm really working on something, I sometimes forget about everything else around me, like that includes eating sometimes. But most importantly, for me, I wrote the song with the people in my life that are most important to me in mind. So this is for me a reminder and an affirmation for me to make time for the people that I care about. This song's called A Dear Friend. Sentimental me shows up in times I least expect. Thoughts and words and deeds, or in a sermon I forget. Trying not to take it all for granted, and haven't yet. Who'd have thought we'd be without regret? And I know sometimes I can't recall exactly what was said. Simple phrase that I said to a dear friend. And I hope you know I cherish all the years and times we spent. And you know that I still miss you and the world that we have shared. And I'm sure you know I wish you all the best of life ahead, and that you'll still be here with in the end. Whoa, whoa. Though we don't see each other as often as we'd guess, life being the way it is, who has time for friends? When we are together, it feels like no time has passed. We can pick up right there where we left. And I know sometimes amidst it all, I falter and forget. A simple phrase that I said to a dear friend. And I hope you know I cherish all the years and times we spent. And you know that I still miss you and the world we have shared. And I'm sure you know I wish you all the best of life ahead, and that you'll still be here with me in the end. Oh, oh, oh. Just know I won't forget you and all the times we've had. And maybe someday soon I will see you again. If we don't, you're in my heart and I'm in yours, I bet. A simple phrase that I said to a friend. Do my best to see you. Do my best to see you. My best to see you, dear friend. And I hope you know I cherish all the years and times we spent. And you know that I still miss you and the world that we have shared. And I'm sure you know I wish you all the best of life ahead, and that you'll still be here with me in the end. In the end. In the end. In the end. So that song is called A Dear Friend. I did this thing sometimes in that song where I kind of like flick the pick at the end there for the finger picking, and I was like, I have a finite number of picks on my mic stand, so best not to do that too many times. Alrighty. So I'm super stoked about the great setup that Kev has here. This is really nice. During the pandemic, a lot of us did this thing where we all got really good at using camera gear and using our recording equipment to a much greater degree. And this setup in here is pretty rad. I was gonna say I was having a chat about the gear involved. I've been doing it with a single camera setup for the most part, so just a one shot. And I see all these rotating images in front of me, and I'm like, ooh, it's a fancy studio. I like it. All right. Just realized I don't need to pick it all for this song. All right. I have this thing with one of my nails where it curves like a hook, so we're going to see if I can not get it to snap in your ear, but we're going to have some fun with this. So for those of you who don't know me, the whole folk rocky thing that I do now was not how I started out in music. I spent the first 10 years of my professional life playing in a tech death metal band. Yup. So I was touring around in a very dirty van with some fantastic people across North America. And when that project ended, like I'd literally poured everything I had into that, and when that project ended, it was like I didn't even know what to do with my life. It felt like a part of me was dying because I put every financial resource, every bit of passion, every bit of smarts I had all went into this one project, and when I finally decided that it was time to let it go, I didn't even know what to do with myself. And in the process of starting to play more acoustic guitar and picking up some local gigs, I found something which I really didn't expect to find. I was actually hosting an open mic in Mississauga, where I live, and I started to feel something come back to me where I had all these ideas about the time that I'd spent on the road and the amount of time I put into that project, and the best way I can describe it is it was like a tiny spark just lit inside me, and I was able to write all this music. And I said, well, I'm playing this live now, and people seem to be into it. I guess I should explore this. So this song is literally about not literally, figuratively, about my death and rebirth in music. The song is called A Tiny Spark. Looking around at all the leaves as they're falling down, it's my favorite time of year. A tale of woe as old as time itself would let us know is all that I can seem to hear. So we all go and disappear for a time, to hide and recluse, to renew and revive. This is how the story goes. To reach inside and find a tiny spark that's so divine. Oh, something that is truly mine. This is how it's always been. The snow is coming down and covers all that we do. It's the way it's always been. For a time you wondered where the ground is gone and where it all went wrong, and how time just slips away in the cold. This is how the story goes. To reach inside and find a tiny spark that's so divine. Oh, something that is truly mine. It's here for everyone. All the ups and downs, it looks like you're gonna pack it in. settle for another life, the house and wife and kids. But before that you decide that you have had enough, remember it's the hard times that lead you who you are. Oh, and now you just can't wait to share the love that you have found. It's the love you hold within. We return, all revived and renewed, and time to sing a song to everyone. Love from me to you. This is how the story goes. Reach inside and find a tiny spark that's so divine. Oh, something that is truly mine, yes. With a smile you can finally conclude, this is how it's always been. Looking around at all the leaves as they're falling down, it's my favorite time of year. All right, that song is called "A Tiny Spark," and I'm getting some approving little bits there from the man behind the curtain. So I'm going to play a song that actually is not released. Everything that I've played for you so far is off a record I put out in 2019 called B. And I was one of those smart people that released an album right before the pandemic. Go team! Yeah, it's a very familiar story. It's like, this is going to be my year, man. That being said, I was actually very fortunate. I ended up making out pretty well during the pandemic, so I have nothing to complain about. But this song, I wrote this song when I was thinking about when I was working. Prior to being a full-time musician, I was actually a paralegal. I fought people's traffic tickets, believe it or not. And when I was starting to do the acoustic thing, my hours started to increase. So my paralegal hours were like, 40, 50 hours a week, and then my music started to become about the same. And I stayed like this for a very long period of time. And it was one of those things where it got to the point where I didn't know what day it was, I didn't know what time it was, and I was losing chunks of time because I was on autopilot constantly. And I remember my brother, he asked me, he's like, so what have you been up to? And I said, I have no idea. And that's when I realized that I had to make a change. So this song is called Far Too Long. Closest thing to a country song I've ever written. Barely awake and barely asleep, so much to do, no time to breathe. I think I'm finally making headway. 2 steps forward and 3 back. Don't know what to do, I've lost track. 80-hour week starting to get to me. Knee deep or neck deep, forgot where I was and where I've been. What's the point if there's no memories? All I wanna do is live my life, do the things I want on my time. So too much to ask, all I've given in. I've been living 2 lives for too long. Can you see how much time has gone? Looking for the strings to carry on. It has been far too long. Far too long. I've been living this life for too long. It's plain to see how much time has gone, looking for the string to carry on, and it's been far too long. Life's a mess, yeah, it's hard at best. Work you a slave until you're gone. No luck or love to save your soul. Life is hard no matter who you are, and a truck on through might be a start. Just don't leave it home till the days you're old. 'Cause I've been living two lives for too long. Can you see how much time has gone, looking for the string to carry on? It has been, 'cause I've been living two lives for too long. Two lives for too long. Barely awake and barely asleep. So much to do, no time to breathe. I think I'm finally making headway. Alrighty. Just trying to be mindful of the time and all that. So I'm trying to figure out if I got time for two more, or if I got time for one more. So all right, I got the two call, so I'm good. All right, so I'm gonna play a song. This is actually it was the last single I released off my first record, which was followed by a lovely tour of the east coast of Canada. And CBC was rather kind to me on that. I ended up doing a nice CBC interview in Charlottetown. And I have a deep love for the east coast of Canada. When I was younger, I remember I was touring around doing like the death metal-y thing. And I remember when we got onto Cape Breton, I said to the guys, and it was fall and the colors were perfect. I said, just leave me at the side of the road, I'll be fine. So I wrote this song at a local bar in Mississauga that I've been playing for probably about 12 years now, COVID notwithstanding, of course. This place is very much home base for me, and it was the place where I actually got re-inspired to write music again. So it's a very special place. What I was thinking about was, with these events that I was hosting there, every now and then, and anyone who's really passionate about something, especially in the arts, there's a time where, from my perspective as a performer, where there's perfect communication between you and the people you're playing with in the audience, and you can almost just live in that moment where everything just seems to feel right. And I always refer to it as a perfect moment, so I figured let's name a song after it. So the song is called Perfect Moments. Pretty lights and 3s and 4s, dim the walls in all their green and gold. It's a place to call my home. The faces all melt into one sweet memory of life and love and perfect nights. Would always be with me. We could save tonight, where you'd be mine and I'd be yours. Stuck in the middle with our friend Eleanor. Time for sweeter songs and melodies we all adore. We can only hope it's forevermore. And although it's time and place, the hearts and minds in interplay, in my heart it will always stay. So for now I'll dance and sing. The times I spent in boots and beers, in love with love and lousy poetry, to hear the sounds out in the street, to lose lose myself in a perfect moment is a timeless energy. And although the love dies down and disappears, you can bet that I'll still be here. We could save tonight, where you'd be mine and I'd be yours, stuck in the middle with our friend Eleanor. Time for sweeter songs, the melodies we all adore. We can only hope it's forevermore. And if the walls decide to cave, I'll be there when it falls to the ground. And if the skies fall down upon me, I'll be there to relive all these lights and sounds. We could save tonight, where you'd be mine and I'd be yours, stuck in the middle with our friend Eleanor. Time for sweeter songs, the melodies we all adore. We can only hope it's forevermore. Hope it's forevermore. Alrighty, so my name is Matt Zaddy. Thank you so much for watching this broadcast, if you will, and thank you very much to Live from the Bunker and Kev for making me feel very welcome here. This is a wonderful space, and I think I should come back here more often. This is really nice. So if you want to find me online, I'm sure there will be socials that will all be included in there. You can check those out. Yeah. Thanks again for spending a little time with me. This has been a lot of fun. So I'm going to do one more song for you guys. I wrote this song about a very special place to me in the Ottawa Valley. I find I'm a reasonably level-headed person, but I find that I can be a little bit intense at times, specifically with the music and the art that I'm working on. And some good friends of mine retired in the Ottawa Valley, in the town where they were from, and they built a home there. And if you've ever been to a place in your life where you feel all of your stress and all of your worries, just this weight just come off your shoulders, that is the best way that I can describe this place. It's right on the Madawaska River in the Ottawa Valley, and every time I go there, it's a place where I can really reflect and I can really unwind and get some perspective, because a lot of the time, like I said, I've got tunnel vision, so I'm always like, focused on that. So this song is called Little River. Thank you again to Live from the Bunker. I'll be happy to come back anytime. The words I use aren't forgiving. Too many times, please forgive me. Tired hearts can't always sing. And if you've heard my insisting too many times, please forgive me. Tired hearts can't do so many things. All this sweat that beads my brow, all these things I don't know how to bring me to what I really need. There's a place I've been missing where we can forget our misgivings. So leave me be on these shores and you will see this little river is where I need to be. do am persisting. Modern life, please forgive me. Weary minds seek greater things. Leave behind all your worries. Recall what makes life worth living. Loving hearts have greater needs. All this sweat that beats my brow, all these things I don't know how to bring me to what I really need. There's a place I've been missing where we can forget our misgivings. So leave me be on these shores and you will see this little river is where I need to be. Hopes and dreams need time to be complete, where we can see the sunset through the trees and the sky can gleam on endlessly. Oh, oh, there's a place I've been missing where we can forget our misgivings. So leave me be on these shores and you will see a place for love, a place for family. This little river is where I need to be. Thanks so much, everyone. My name is Zaddy. This is Live from the Bunker. We will see you soon.